Hello, so glad you could make it to today's event. Good day, everyone. My name is Gloria Gatevere, and I'm the co founder of Africa Innovate. So, at Africa Innovate, we're into software development training and co working space. I've been in the blockchain space for about a year plus now, and quickly I'll be walking you through some of the experiences I've had while in this space and some of the challenges which I wouldn't want you to experience. That's why I'm bringing this talk to you. So today I'll be talking to you about finding your way in the Web3 space. So why did I choose that topic? I have come to understand that it's a bit difficult for people to easily navigate around the Web3 space because there are a lot of information to consume out there, and it gets a lot complicated and trickish if you don't know where to look. So these are just the general highlights of what I'm going to cover in this talk. So first of all, what is Web3? So before now, a lot has been said about blockchain, Web3, and all that. So I won't really be spending much time about that. So I'll just be going straight to what I have today. So Web3 is a decentralized web. We have Web 1 and we have Web 2. Web 2 is what we are currently in, and most organizations are trying to move gradually into the Web 3 space, which is a decentralized web. The Web 2 space is not decentralized, it is centralized. Examples of such are Facebook, Google, and all of that. Many other big guys, big tech companies out there. So, what are the different blockchains? Before now, when you talk about blockchain, the first thing that comes to mind is Bitcoin, Ethereum. But there's more to Bitcoin and Ethereum. There are a lot of other blockchains out there like Algorand, Cell, Polygon, and many others. So I just want you to know that blockchain is not just Bitcoin and it's not just Ethereum. There are many others out there. Now, what are the different areas of Web3? We have the DeFi, we have NFT and DAOs. Some projects in the Web3 space are focused on DeFi, that's decentralized finance, and some are focused on NFTs, and some are focused on DAOs. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens that are unique in their own way, like PFPs and some other tokens are there, and NFTs are selling big. NFTs was one of these trending projects in the Web3 space this year. DeFi is also looking at decentralized finance, trying to change the way financial activities are done from the traditional way of making things centralized, like in our Central Bank of Nigeria, where we have different activities that you have to do, that you have to interface with the bank. So the centralized system or centralized system actually calls for middleman, which a decentralized finance tries to mitigate or override. You don't have to think about the middleman. You don't worry about who is in the middle. It's a trustless system. You don't have anybody to trust, and it can be very risky too. Just like it has its advantages, there are some other disadvantages of it too as well, because nobody's accountable for your money. And in the blockchain space, one needs to be very careful in order for you not to make mistakes, because every mistake you make, your token is gone, or your cryptocurrency is gone. So you have to be careful security wise and otherwise on the blockchain space. Then DAO are decentralized autonomous governance. In our governance system at the moment, everything is centralized. We have the normal way we run governance in a country or in an organization is centralized. So DAO tend to bring in decentralization into governance, and then different organizations give you opportunity as a community member to become part of the governance. So you don't really need to be a very big shareholder before you become part of the governance of a decentralized community. So that's one unique features of DAO. And there are many other areas in the Web3 space as well. So what are the opportunities in Web3? There are many opportunities in Web3. And whoever you are, whether you're a graphic designer, UI UX designer, mobile developer, web developer, backend, front end, whatever, you have an opportunity in this space. So you even have more opportunity if you have these skills already, because you can easily dive into the blockchain space with your existing knowledge and just learning some few new things to top up what you already know. And those new things are just learning how Web3 works, how the blockchain works, how to deploy a smart contract, how to interact with smart contract, or how a particular blockchain actually works. So you could be a writer for an organization by learning about their blockchain and walking people through about how they can integrate it into their application, or how they can start making use of it. You could be an ambassador for any of these blockchain, trying to promote the blockchain on your social handles and all of that. Then there are bounty programs. Bounty programs are kind of programs where a particular amount, a fixed amount, is placed, and then it's open to anyone who wants to participate in the bounty to take a share in that amount. So all you need to do is to do the task that you have been asked to do for you to win that bounty. And then hackathons are like competitions that helps you learn about the blockchain, and by so doing making money out of your learning. That's one exciting thing I love about the blockchain space, because you are learning and you are also earning alongside. Then the blockchain, you can become a blockchain developer or a blockchain engineer if you have any of these blockchain keys from any of these blockchain platforms. So what are some of the resources you could get started with? So if you're looking at starting on building on the Ethereum blockchain, for instance, and Ethereum is one of the most popular blockchain out there, and Solidity is the language for writing Ethereum smart contracts. And for other blockchains, there are different languages that they use for writing their smart contracts, especially layer 1 blockchain. I won't really go into the layers right now. So if you are looking at Solidity or Ethereum, you want to look at Solidity by example. It's a very good website. And then there's Learn Web3. It's another good website that can help you start learning Solidity. And Alchemy is another good platform. Remis is like a tool that helps you to write smart contracts and run it on the go on the website online. And then there's also Crypto Zombies. There are a couple of many other resources out there. So I just listed a few ones that you will find very interesting when learning. So platforms you can find hackathons and bounties. So I've talked about bounty programs. So where are the platforms that you can find them? You can check out Gitcoin, DoraHack, and Arcade. There are many other platforms, but these ones I've used them, and they are good platforms. You can even join their community too, so that whenever they have hackathons opportunities, you will be the first to know. Now, what are you waiting for? Now is the time to start building on the Web3 space. So there's no time, especially now that the market is down crypto-wise. Most of these blockchain platforms are actually bringing up bounty hackathon programs that will help people get started building on the Web3 space. So, or building on their blockchain. So now is actually the time to start building. So before you build, you first have to learn. But if you have experience already, I would advise you continue to build. So get acquainted with this, with the whole blockchain thing. Um, like I always love to say, Web3 is all about community. It's not like the Web2 space where you can just do your own thing and all that. In the Web3 space, everything is community. So you need to join a community. You need to find any of these communities, whether Discord, Telegram, WhatsApp, and all that. So join a community. Follow blockchain organizations on Twitter. Follow them online, LinkedIn, and all that. So even individuals that are building on the blockchain, so that whenever they post something that might be relevant to you'll be the first to see it. So you don't work alone. So good communities that are doing well are communities that are actually that are or good blockchain platforms that are doing well are those platforms that are actually community conscious. So those are the platforms that grow very fast. So the same thing applies to you as an individual that wants to learn and that wants to get started in Web3. You need to be community conscious. You need to be part of a community. And having said all of this, like I said earlier, now is the time to build. It's not the time to rest. It's the time to learn. So you might be asking, what if I don't have any of this knowledge or any prior Web2 skills? How do I get started? So I won't lie to you. The first place to get started is to have some of these basic Web2 skills, and then you can now start looking at what's happening on the Web3 space. Gradually you pick the pieces together. It's not like you can't start learning, say, Solidity on the go. You can, but that might just be, maybe you just want to be writing smart contract. But if you want to interact with the smart contracts, you need knowledge of your front end, and so that takes you back to like having some knowledge, some basic web knowledge, which are like Web2 skills and all that you need, and then coming into any blockchain of your choosing, you learn about it, and then you start to see how you can maybe write smart contracts and integrate and all that. So if you want to build in any other blockchain apart from Ethereum, I would advise you go to the documentation. Agrand has a very good documentation for beginners and a couple of tutorials that can help you get started. Then Celo, the same thing. Many other blockchain platforms are there. It's just for you to get acquainted with the community. And just so you know, like I said, since the blockchain space is still very much new, most resources you need, most answers you need to some of the questions you might have when you start building on any of these platforms can be found on their Discord platform. So you cannot fail to be part of their community. So you just have to be there. So that's why I said the community is very, very important. The Discord community especially is very, very important. So just try and find your way around it. If you have any question from what I've said so far, you can reach me on Twitter, on LinkedIn. I am Agatha Glory once again. And thank you very much for your time. And do enjoy the rest of the session or the rest of the event. Thank you and see you next time.